Chapter 138. Uranuel's children. Oppression. Missionaries. Uranuel's death. Uranuel left with his 2 wives, 7 children, 5 daughters and 2 sons. The daughters were extraordinarily beautiful, and the sons were literal giants. But neither the sons nor the daughters were brought up at home in the city of Hanoch, but on the heights. For when Uranuel, in his great distress, turned to the Lord again and asked him to remedy the misery of the city of Hanoch, the other cities, and the whole land of the deep, the Lord spoke to him. "Hear me, you blind fumbler. Would you have asked me 77 years earlier? I could have answered your prayer. But now it's too late." A blind and stupid nation as it was in the beginning under Lamech is easy to convert. For in their blindness they still had an open, believing heart. But such a highly sophisticated industrial nation considers itself wiser than I am. Yes, they don't need me anymore, because in their opinion, the world has created itself, and during its formation also gradually developed its own necessary laws, under which it and all things on it exist. What should I do with such a nation? My children have left their heights already long ago, and have taken wives in the depths, and have procreated with them strong and world-wise children who, through their strength as well as their mastership of the mind, became lords and masters of all the world and all things. See, what is my function in all this? Thus I cannot help you. But since you have convinced me to talk to you, and have pleaded with me for 7 years already, I will give you some advice for the benefit of your children. See, on the heights, Methuselah, Lamech, his son Noah, and your father and your mother are still alive. Let them raise your children. For if you leave them here, they will be killed both mentally and physically, since your council is increasingly striving to take over all power. But if you send them to the heights, you will do your council a favour. They will then indeed take over all your leadership powers over the people, and will keep you captive like a bird in a cage. But I will strengthen your sons on the pure heights, and will send them down as powerful teachers, if you no longer walk on this earth. Should the people convert, I want to withdraw my punitive right hand. But if they cast out the teachers, I will judge and kill all the people, big and small, young and old, and also all the animals on earth, and found another generation on the then cleansed earth. When Uranuel heard this, he at once sent his children, including the 2 wives, to the heights, led by some of his most trusted friends. The whole family lived on the heights in Methuselah's home, and were brought up by the mother Purista in all the fear of God and love. And also the still living Lamech, and especially Noah and his brother Mahal, added a lot to the God-pleasing education of these children. But, as already known, King Uraniel died in the depths. The 1,000 councillors divided the large empire among themselves and began, through their powers, to terribly exploit the people, established several more principalities, and demanded from the princes an extravagant tribute. Because they wanted to enlarge Hanoch to such an extent that the 10 cities could be incorporated into the city of Hanoch entirely. On this occasion, I sent the 2 mighty sons down to the depths and asked them to start preaching. But the sons were soon seized, bound, given a powerful thrashing, and sent away with the instructions to never return. Because the people of Hanoch knows God better than some stupid mountain oaf. If they dared to come again as God's preachers to Hanoch, they would get to taste the swings. And so the 2 sons of Uraniel went back saddened and told on the heights what had befallen them.